In Los Angeles, a university prize ceremony brings two young students into the spotlight. A 22-year-old philosophy student and a 23-year-old economy student, both celebrated for their success. But after the party, the walk back to the university residence turns into a nightmare. Soon, the campus becomes the center of a terrifying mystery as drained bodies begin appearing with bite marks and no blood left behind. While fear spreads through the university, the young man starts to feel disturbing changes in himself, and the woman seems to be everywhere at once. Something ancient is hiding behind modern Los Angeles lights, and it is hungry. Chapter 1. The night we were applauded. I remember the heat of the stage lights more than the applause. Los Angeles always knows how to make success look glamorous, even inside a university auditorium. Cameras flashed. People cheered. For a moment, it felt like the safest place in the city. They called his name first. A 22-year-old philosophy student, serious eyes, polite smile. The kind of guy who quotes thinkers when everyone else is just trying to survive finals week. He accepted his award like it was a question he still needed to answer. Then they called hers. A 23-year-old economy student, confident and calm, dressed like she belonged in a business magazine. When she took the trophy, she looked out at the audience like she was counting them. Not in a rude way. In a careful way. The ceremony blended into a reception party with string lights and soft music. People talked about internships, scholarships, and bright futures. I watched the two of them from a few steps away, close enough to notice the small things. He kept rubbing the edge of his medal like it grounded him. She didn't eat anything. Not even a small dessert. She only held her glass and watched the room. A campus administrator spoke again near the end, a man with a tired face and a forced smile. He joked about how students should travel in pairs at night because Los Angeles is full of surprises. People laughed, but his eyes didn't. That was the first warning. We just didn't treat it like one. Chapter 2. The walk back to the residence. After the party, they left together. It made sense. The campus streets were quieter, and the night air had that coastal chill that crawls under nice clothes. He offered his jacket at one point, and she refused with a soft shake of her head. She said she wasn't cold. Her voice sounded normal, but there was something flat in it, like she was repeating a line she'd practiced. They walked past palm trees and parked cars, the city skyline glowing beyond campus buildings. The path to the university residence was familiar, the kind of route students take without thinking. That night, it felt longer. He talked about the ceremony, trying to keep things light. Philosophy students do that when they're nervous. They turn fear into conversation. She barely answered. Her gaze kept drifting to the shadows between streetlights. Then she stopped, turned, confused, and asked if she was okay. I wasn't there beside them, but later he described it in pieces, like his mind refused to hold the whole image at once. He said her face changed first. Her skin lost its warmth, becoming pale in a way that didn't look human. Her eyes caught the streetlight and reflected it wrong, like an animal's. He stepped back. He probably wanted to run. But shock is a chain, and it holds you still. She inhaled, slow and deep, and her mouth opened as if she was tasting the air. When she looked at him again, her teeth were sharper. He whispered her name. She moved so fast he didn't even understand it was happening until his back hit the brick wall near the residence alley. Her hand pressed against his chest, not hard enough to break bones, but hard enough to make him feel weak. And then she bit his neck. He felt pain, yes. But worse than the pain was the pull, like something inside him was being drained along with the blood. He tried to push her away. His hands slipped like his body didn't fully belong to him anymore. When she finally let go, he slid down the wall, dizzy, tasting metal in his mouth. She leaned close to his ear and spoke so quietly it sounded like a secret meant only for his bloodstream. Don't fight it. Chapter 3. Hunger in Daylight. By morning, he told himself it was a nightmare, the kind that comes from stress and too much noise and too little sleep. But nightmares don't leave marks. The bite was real. 2 punctures on his neck, swollen and dark. He hid it with a bandage and a high collar. He skipped class. He stayed behind his door, trying to think his way out. But philosophy can't argue with what your body knows. Light hurt. Not like a burn, not yet, but like a headache behind the eyes that wouldn't stop. Food tasted like paper. Water did nothing. His heart felt slower, like it was learning a new rhythm. And then the news spread across campus, a body found near the arts building. Bite marks. No blood. People said animal attack at first. Then someone joked about vampires. Then nobody laughed anymore. The next day, another body. This time closer to the library. Again, drained, marked, empty. Students started carrying pepper spray. The university sent emails about safety. Police cars parked at the edge of campus like decorations that didn't belong to a friend of mine, a graduate student who worked at the campus cafe, told me she saw the economy student near the scene of the second body. She looked clean, calm, like she had just finished a normal evening walk. And the philosophy student? He began avoiding mirrors, because his reflection didn't look sick. It looked hungry. He started hearing things too. Heartbeats through walls. Blood moving in veins. Laughter from far away that sounded like crying when it reached him. One night, he opened his philosophy notebook and wrote a single question in shaking handwriting. If I am becoming something terrible, do I still have a choice? Chapter 4. She haunts the campus. After the third body was found, the campus stopped feeling like a place for learning. It felt like a trap. The economy student became a rumor with a face. People said they saw her on rooftops, in hallways after midnight, standing too still under broken lights. She never appeared on security footage the way she should have, like the cameras forgot her the moment she passed. The philosophy student tried to stay away from her, but she didn't need to chase him. She had already placed herself inside him. He would catch the scent of her perfume and feel his throat tighten. He would hear her voice in the back of his thoughts, not words exactly, more like a direction. Come outside. Come closer. Stop pretending. Meanwhile, the bodies kept coming. Every day or two, another drained carcass with bite marks. The campus tried to keep it quiet, but nothing stays quiet in Los Angeles. News vans appeared. Parents demanded answers. Students whispered about dropping out. One evening, he met with the cafe worker I mentioned, the one who had seen the economy student near the crime scene. She told him something that chilled him more than the night air. I saw her smile, she said. Not like she was happy. Like she was done waiting. That same night, he locked himself in a bathroom and stared into the mirror. His face was paler. The veins at his temples were darker. When he opened his mouth, his teeth looked wrong. He gripped the sink until his knuckles went white. Outside, somewhere on campus, a scream cut short. And in the silence that followed, he realized he was no longer asking whether vampires were real. He was asking what kind he was going to be. Chapter 5. The choice he couldn't outthink. He tried to resist at first. He stayed indoors during the day. He taped curtains over the windows. He avoided people because their heartbeats made him dizzy. But the hunger didn't fade. It sharpened. He told himself he could find a cure. He told himself this was a disease, not a destiny. Yet every plan he made fell apart the moment he smelled blood, a scraped knee, a nosebleed in the hallway, a dropped bag of raw meat from someone's grocery run. His mind, the part of him that loved questions and arguments, began losing ground to a simpler truth. He wanted it. One night, he walked out into the campus garden as if pulled by a string. The air was cold. The leaves barely moved. The city noise sounded far away. She was there, waiting in the shadows like she owned them. The economy student. Her eyes had a steady glow, and her smile finally matched the rumors. He demanded answers, but his voice shook. She stepped closer and spoke like a teacher correcting a student. You think too much, she said. That's why you suffer. He said he didn't want to become a monster. Her expression didn't change. Then stop pretending you're still human. She offered him what he craved. Not with kindness. With certainty. Like she was giving him the last piece of a puzzle he'd been forced to solve. He hesitated, and I swear the whole campus seemed to hold its breath. Then he stopped fighting. It wasn't a single moment. It was a surrender that spread through him, filling every doubt with hunger. His fangs finished forming like a decision made in bone. The world sharpened into scent and sound and need. When he looked up again, She was watching him like she had been waiting for this all along. Together, they walked down an abandoned stairwell where the lights didn't reach. And behind them, the university felt less like a home and more like a feeding ground. Chapter 6. New names. New campus. Same night. In Los Angeles, people reinvent themselves every day. New hair. New job. New story. It's a city that makes disappearing look normal. They used that, a new university across the city. New paperwork. New student accounts. New faces in a crowd that never memorizes strangers for long. He became someone else on paper, and she did too. Their awards from the ceremony might as well have belonged to different people. They blended in with night classes and campus events, smiling at the right moments, speaking just enough to seem normal. But the pattern began again. Drained body found near a parking structure. A headline people tried not to read. Whisper passed between students. Bite marks. No blood. He should have felt guilt. Maybe a part of him did. Buried deep and quiet. But louder than guilt was the feeling of belonging. Like he had finally stopped arguing with what he was. One night, there was a party off campus. Underground and loud. Drenched in red light. People danced. People drank. People made mistakes. And in that crowd, he and she moved like predators wearing human skin. He caught her eye from across the room. She lifted her glass in a slow, private toast. In that moment, I understood the most frightening part of their story. It wasn't that monsters existed in Los Angeles. It was how easily they could earn awards, walk among us, and start over whenever the bodies piled too high. If you enjoyed this scary story, subscribe to the channel, activate notifications so you don't miss the next one, and give this video a like. Comment what you think happened after the first attack, and share this video with a friend who loves campus horror and vampire stories.